Today we are testing out 4 skin tints for those days when you still want to look polished but you don't fancy a full foundation. Stay tuned to find out which one came out as the winner and my look for the day. So today we're looking at lightweight base options, and please forgive my attire. I have just done my morning workout and I'm going to take the opportunity before I get showered and ready for the day to test out some skin tints and some concealers and select the one that will come back later on and do my face with. The goal today is to find a lightweight base that looks polished and presentable but doesn't feel like a heavy foundation. I'm going to start by swatching some skin tints. I have 4 tints to try out today. Actually, the first one is a brand that I used to use very often, and it's this one. It's the Madara Organic Skincare range, and they do this in Moonflower and Sunflower. Moonflower being the cooler toned one and Sunflower being the warmer toned one. So it says that the shade is Rose Beige, and let's just swatch this for you. This is one that I used to go to quite regular, so I'm interested to see how these newer ones that I've got here to try compare. It comes in this really convenient little pump bottle, and that is the foundation just pumped onto my hand. I'm going to swatch this on my cheek for you, and I'm going to kind of blend it in a little bit. Okay, so this is the Madara Moonflower Skin Tint. I personally really like the scent of this one. It smells like organic skincare. It's got a really earthy, almost botanical, but sort of more deep down in the earth scent to it, which I think is really lovely. You can see that this is one that is quite a lot like skincare. It kind of melts in, honestly, like a moisturizer, and you may not even be able to see it on the screen, but it just gives you that nice kind of fresh look to your skin. It makes you feel confident that your skin looks and smells actually delightful. The next one I have to try today is actually an Hourglass skin tint. This is Veil Hydrating Skin Tint. It says this is the shade 5. This one is in a squeezy tube, so that is how it looks on the back of my hand. You can see it's actually quite a runny consistency. And that's how it swatches. So let's just try blending this one in next to the Moon. I actually tried this one out the other day, and my overwhelming kind of impression was that it's very wet and shiny. And if, like me, you perhaps prefer something slightly more on the matte side, you might find that this is a bit oily actually. I did pat it down with powder afterwards and that kind of sorted it out. But if you're going for a light base day, you might not want to be faffing around with powder. So maybe if you've got dry skin, this might be a good option. But for me, it's a little bit wet and shiny. Next up is a brand I haven't tried before. This is Sculpted by Amy, the Hydra Tint Moisturising Tinted Serum. This is an SPF 20 and this is in the shade 2.5. This one comes in a little squeezy tube, and that is how it looks on the back of the hand. Just swatch this up here. Again, I did actually try this one the other day and I was rather impressed with it. It does say, I think on the bottle, that it has a matte, slightly matte finish. On the box, actually, it doesn't say it on the bottle, but on the back of the box it says a natural matte finish, and I rather liked this one. I don't know if you can tell, but when I tried these the other day, it was very obvious to me that this one had a slightly matte finish and this one was very oily with a glossy finish. And the last skin tint we have before we move on to the concealers is the Estee Lauder Futurist Skin Tint Serum with Botanical Oil Infusion. That is in the shade 2C0, which is cool vanilla. It might be a little bit cool and light for me, but let's swatch this one as well. This one comes in a pipette bottle, which seems rather interesting. I guess it's supposed to give you that feel of skincare. And that is how it looks. Oh, very runny on the back of the hand. So let's just swatch this one here. And again, this one has an SPF 20 in it. So if we try to compare the four skin tints, the Madara is very much a cream type product. It's sort of sunk into the skin. It isn't giving very much coverage. It's sort of more like a tinted moisturiser, and it's kind of sunken in. We've got the Hourglass, which is very glowy. We've got the Estee Lauder, which is also very glowy. And then over here we have the Sculpted by Amy, which is more of a matte finish. So I guess it depends what your skin type is like and what sort of finish you're going for. Personally, I think the Sculpted by Amy matte finish works best for me. But if I was going for more of a glossy day, or I was happy to use some powder, then either the Hourglass or the Estee Lauder would probably do the job. I'll have to perhaps give these a full face try out sometime to see whether they are a bit too greasy or whether that is going to settle down over time. As I'm patting it in with my finger, actually, it's almost like that shininess starts to move away. So that's kind of interesting. In terms of settling into pores, the only one I'm seeing that looks like it's settling into my pores is this Estee Lauder one. And it's hard to say whether that's because the shade is too light, because I'm not seeing that with the Hourglass. I'm not noticing it sinking into my pores on this side. I'm not sure about this one. I don't think so. I think this one is more just melted into the skin. The Sculpted by Amy, no, that looks really great. But this Estee Lauder one, I can see flecks of white sunken into the pores where the white colour is shining out more brightly than the rest of the skin texture. So on the back of my hand, I have the four products swiped. We have the Madara, the Hourglass, the Sculpted by Amy and the Estee Lauder. So you can kind of see the difference in texture. The Madara is more of a cream texture. We've got the Hourglass and the Estee Lauder with that slightly glossier look to it. And then we've got the Sculpted by Amy, which is the third one down, has got that slightly matte finish to it. So in terms of matching concealers, I have a Brighten Up liquid concealer from Sculpted by Amy. That's in the shade Biscuit. And I have a Soft Touch Brightening Skin Sealer from Estee Lauder in the shade 2C. So I'm going to do half my face in the Estee Lauder skin tint, half my face in the Sculpted by Amy skin tint, and then come back and try out these brightening concealers with the matching foundation, not foundation, with the matching skin tint. This one is the Sculpted by Amy Hydra Tint, and this one is the Estee Lauder Futurist Skin Tint Serum. So the amount of product you saw on my face is all I'm going to apply on both sides. So as previously, we can see that the Sculpted by Amy side has a slightly matter texture and the Estee Lauder side is a lot glowier. And if you find that the skin tint on its own isn't giving you the coverage you want, that's why we're trying the matching brightening concealers. This is the one from Sculpted by Amy. I'm going to apply this under the eye here and a little bit around the nose. Let's put some on the lip as well. And then for the Estee Lauder side, we have Futurist Soft Touch Brightening Concealer in the shade 2C. I'm going to place that in the same places as the other. This, rather interestingly, has a sort of a fingerprint shaped applicator, and the Sculpted by Amy had more of a classic applicator. Obviously there is some difference in colour choice here, but the consistency of the concealer looks very similar between the two of them at this point. So I am going to blend both sides out together with my fingertips. Okay, so that's both sides blended equally. I will be honest, I can't see any difference between these concealers. Can you? So I'm starting to see a couple of differences emerging. I'm looking at the creasing on my eyelids and I'm seeing more creasing on the Estee Lauder side than on the Sculpted by Amy side at the moment. I think the coverage looks about the same on either side. And overall, it's rather interesting. Obviously, Estee Lauder is a heritage classic. and it's nothing wrong with that side. I think it would benefit from some additional powder. But for me, the Amy, Sculpted by Amy side, I think is looking a little bit better. More to my tastes at least, because we have a more matte finish on the tinted moisturiser and less creasing with the concealer. What do you think? I will be trying out these products again and doing each of them as a full face, but for me, the winner today is Sculpted by Amy. So I'm going to go and get myself ready and I'll come back in the Sculpted by Amy skin tint and concealer and with a full face of lightweight makeup. So here it is, the finished look for days when you don't feel like wearing foundation, but you still want to look polished. Let me know what you think of this look down in the comments and be sure to subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you being here. If you like this video, you might want to check out this other one right here. Don't forget to stay curious and I'll see you next time.